Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Monday, January 6th, 2020. It's 3:23 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. As we start 2020, Bitcoin seems to be all about the 618 fib level on the daily and the weekly chart. So if we look at Bitcoin today, well, up 3.66%, coming in at 7,645, and the market, for the most part, is following it. So 2020 is starting off really, really nice. If we look at the tether into Bitcoin, the last 24 hours, it's 1.7 billion, not bad. Tether into Ethereum, 929 million, that's not bad. Whenever we have over a billion, it's definitely a good day for Ethereum. Bitcoin total market cap 138 billion, and the real volume last 24 hours is 684 million. That's rocking. It's been hard to get a day over 300 million recently. Well, now we're at 684 million last 24 hours. That is really, really rocking. The market sentiment is indecisive over at Blockchain Whispers. That is odd. Anyhow, a total for longs and shorts across Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance is 68% long, 31% shorts. Binance, as always, is more shorts than longs. I'm waiting to see if they're ever positive in 2020. Now, if we look here at the weekly, we have been going down a descending channel. If you look at the MACD down here, it is slowly rolling positive. That is nice to see. This is the 21 weekly EMA, this purple line, and many find that to be a good health indicator for Bitcoin. So maybe we will get above that 21 weekly EMA. If we look back historically, when we're above it, we're rocking. When we're below it, well, we are not. This white line here is the 200 moving average. We are still above that. So weekly, we're starting to look strong if we continue the current uptrend. Let's look at that closer. All right, here's the weekly once again, and why I mentioned the 618 fib line. Now, fib, of course, is a matter of, one's perspective. No two people tend to ever draw it exactly the same. With that said, this is a weekly chart, and going way back, this is off of Coinbase, it's going way back to 2015, grabbing all of the data I can on the weekly. If I shoot a fib, check it out. We are right now aggressively attacking that 618 fib line. There's been a couple, definitely weeks, where we've been hammering on that, trying to get above it. If the fib here is 7,664 and 23 cents. Also, do note the VPVR. We do have nice spikes in buy-sell volume at 6,386, and of course 7,200, and up here at 8,000 to about 8,000. So we do have support as far as buy-sell volume, where we're at, and above and below. So we definitely have some magnetic attraction pulling us either way. Which way are we going to go? Well, we're working on this 618. Can we get above it, and can we come down and bounce off it as a support, or will we keep rocking straight to the 0.5 fib? I don't know, but let's look a little bit closer at other things. So this is a weekly once again. I decided to draw another fib line here from basically December of 2018, when we started this uptrend. When we started an uptrend, or the last uptrend, I would say, of note, ran a fib. And look at this, the 618 comes in at 7,189. And I've also known some people who've done weekly fibs and daily fibs over time, and they come in around 7,500. So somewhere between 7,200 and 7,600, we're finding our 618 fib looking at the daily, and it seems to be a weekly chart. So with that said, let's look at a daily chart. Now, with the daily, this is at, let's just say, I'm just going to say that the fib is at 7,200, just for the sake of argument, because that's where I see it here on this one. Even though it's 7,189, I'm going to call it 7,200 here on this weekly chart, where I ran the fib starting December 10th of 2018. So let's look here. There's 7,200. We've definitely been working on that above and below it here on the daily chart. And look at this. Boom. Got this beautiful green candle today. This is the 50 moving average right here. 50 simple moving average. Look at that. Basically, when we're above it, that's healthy. When we're below it, that's not. You can look back historically, do a chart, and just fire it up, and you'll see when we're above it, we're good. So we just moved above the 50 moving average. Good, wonderful. And where I see the fib line of the 618 at around 7,200. So we're above it, the fib line, the 618, and we're also above the 50 moving average. That's pretty rocking. This here is a 200 moving average. I would love to see us get above that, but of course that's way up at 9,203 at the very moment. So let's see what happens. We're going to have to watch and see. If we do fire up the MACD here, we are positive. We did kind of cross negative for a bit. Well, we almost crossed negative, but we bounced. And now we are moving positive. As you can see, that histogram is widening, and the MACD is widening away from the signal in a positive direction. So, boom, things have changed today. This is a good day on the daily chart. Now, let's zoom down to the 4-hour chart. Once again, I'm going to throw that 7,200 fib line in there and check it out. We've definitely been working up. We've been working on that, finding support and then falling through, finding support, falling through. So basically, we've really been testing that 618 fib line, that 7,200 level as I see it. At least 7,200 is at least close to it, give or take a few $100. So we are now in the 4-hour. We are very, very positive on the MACD. The histogram is widening in a positive direction. I know this is very soon to start drawing channels, but I am going to draw a 4-hour channel here. Are we in an upwards channel? I'll be really interested to see if we continue up to 7,800 and if we bounce and this becomes a channel, or if we break through it. We shall see. Once again, here's a 2-hour. I'm drawing that same channel, and I'm going to note the DI, directional index, is green, definitely turning very, very positive right now, and the ADX is coming in at around 34, so above 25 is healthy. We're looking at a strong 4-hour, a strong 2-hour chart here with a nice upwards channel. Let's look at 4 hours also. In the same chart, the DI is wonderfully green. As you can see, it can get slightly more dense. It can be greener. It's a very good indicator. You can go over there at TradingView and find it. Just look for ADX DI histogram. Now, that said, histogram is looking beautiful. The ADX is looking beautiful. We have this 4-hour upwards channel. We are above the 200 moving average. That is the white trend line here, simple moving average, and this is the 314 simple moving average. One that you will learn about if you join Blockchain Education, why we use that. The 200 moving average and 314 moving average are two of our very important indicators. So, boom. I mean, we are just outright looking positive. Where I'm going to kind of decide if I'm going to, how I'm going to play Bitcoin right now, I'm going to see what happens when we hit the top of this channel at around 7,800. If we, bounce down, I'm going to say, great, we're in an upwards channel. If we go through it, well, who knows? We're just pumping. Hop on for the ride. Of course, never financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. I am watching for this around 7,800. Let's see what happens. We're going to make it through that or not. Either way, I don't care if we do great. We're just pumping. We're out of control. If we do bounce, then maybe we're starting an upwards channel. Hey, man, great time to start looking at a position when it bounces off the bottom of the channel again. That's what I'll be doing. With that said, this is sort of short, a very short time frame that we're looking at. But as we can see in this 4-hour chart, I mean, look at that. I think we're seeing a upwards channel form above that 618 fib line. That, as we can see, definitely, let me go back here, yes, this definitely plays a part in Bitcoin ever since, well, 2015. There's your 618 fib right there at 76.64. And of course, if I do that fib thumb, basically December of 2018, we'll look at that. It comes in at around 71.89. Like I say, these things are never exact, but if you figure a range somewhere between 72 and 76, I've heard some people that I respect very much have drawn them seeing it at around 7,500. So, regardless, boom, we are above it at this point. Upwards channel. Let's see what happens. As always, hey, this is a great day. I'm glad to see. Let's see how this plays out. I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen, but this is more exciting than it has been for, well, a good number of weeks. With that said, obstacles can't stop you, weather can't stop you, heartbreak can't stop you, failure can't stop you, only you can stop you. Hey, keep hammering. Maybe 2020 is going to start as a Bitcoin pump. Wouldn't that just be absolutely outstanding? I would enjoy it. By the way, as always, I'm a member of Blockchain Education. Hey, join. Click the affiliate link. We got calls. that you can be auto-entered in if you so desire. You do not have to. You can also enter them manually. We have signals, which is a different way you can join, and those are manual signals that you can hop into that are all manual. We have 24-hour chat where you can chat with, hey, we're all hanging out there. You can chat with experts. You can get your charts looked at. You can say, hey, I just noticed this. It's a really lively group. And hey, I'd love to see you there in 2020. I'm Cowboy Craig in the chat room. Hey, keep hammering, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, with more good Bitcoin news.